Okay, let's play, right? Homo ludens, man is the player. Noblest game, philosophy. Well, this is a very interesting idea. It's the doorway into philosophy. That's what it is. It's the doorway. Because not only is it central to the whole development of Platonic philosophy, but it creates the greatest mystery. Two things, right? It creates a mystery. A profound mystery. And it admits of levels of intensity and with it astonishment. Astonishment. Gosh, I don't need a T. We could really call it an astonishment and a wonder. And if I can make this clear, then we can understand how to get into philosophy. Now, language shapes vision. It shapes it for seeing. It's rather curious what language does, right? It can prepare you for seeing with the mind. So it brings to birth what was previously only in shadows. No. To that degree, even the slightest perception of beauty is a promise of something greater. Well, you can look at all kinds of things, from mountains to seas. None of them have implicit in the experience of those things the promise that there's something greater. It's really curious why that is. No matter what level of beauty a person has experienced, it is authentic to the degree that one perceives in it the possibility of something beyond it more profound. That's what I call the promise. That's the promise. Now, let's talk about something very interesting, the mystery of it. If the universe is mechanical, if it's a closed system, if it's all mechanical, if we live in a mechanical, random universe, divorced of any intrinsic meaning, then the existence of beauty is a mystery, because there's no place in the universe, in the physical universe, for beauty. It's epiphenomenal. It shouldn't be there. If we've understood the entire universe, everything about it, from the lowest to the highest, from the micro to the macrocosm, all the way, and if we can't get in touch with this, we haven't touched it at all. That's why it's a doorway. Now, the reason it's a doorway into philosophy is because it's totally unnecessary. Beauty is totally unnecessary in a mechanical and random structured universe. There's just absolutely no need for it. If you live in a world that's nihilistic, right? If nihilism, relativism, relativism is afloat, if you're into this meaningless, empty existence where ugliness is broadcast as the highest aesthetic value, as it is today, this clearly shows that it's a lie. It's a lie. A friend of mine who's a musician, that is someone I know, I'm not sure he's a friend, told me that the reason he turns the volume up, he's one of these people with 4 other people and a drums blast through the neighborhood. He said, the reason I turn the volume all the way up is to keep guys like you, that was me, from talking. We don't like competition. So we'll put the volume so loud that you can't hear the other person, then we know our music is a success. See, previously people used to try to present something so beautiful that the astonishment of being in its presence would subdue any competing desire to allow you to be bathed in some way in it, and to participate in it, and naturally it would gain your attention. So it's a different principle. His was a different principle. Now, I think in our world, which is basically this relativistic, reductionist, everything is reduced to something less than itself, reductionism, right? And if you're not familiar with this term, it takes the form of, it's nothing but. If you reduce something profound to, well, it's nothing but, let's do it. This language here is nothing but just words thrown together. And words are nothing but sounds uttered in the air, and therefore it's nothing other than just certain curious wavelengths bouncing from one person to the other through the medium of air. Right. Rembrandt is just $1.85 worth of paints, maybe $5 for the canvas. That's all it is. See? It's nothing but. Right. Well, faced with this, as I certainly was once, I took a position against this long ago. I can say that now. And I knew that so long as there was this thing called beauty, that somewhere there was and had to be meaning. Somewhere, because it was ridiculous for it to exist in the universe of mechanical forces. Therefore, beauty, the very possibility of beauty, indicated very clearly to me and other people like myself that there must be somewhere something intrinsically meaningful, or there wouldn't be any beauty at all. And so many of the people I knew, all right, rejected the idea of beauty except as pleasure. And therefore, the